Hey, hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Renzo here. Let's paint a new portrait today. Okay, here I have the colors of my palette. Here I have titanium white, chrome yellow, this is Naples yellow deep, cadmium orange, cadmium red, alizarin crimson, raw umber, ivory black, and the last one is emerald green. Okay, hello Michael, hello Christine, hello Monique. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna start just working with raw umber. Okay, and let's start sketching. Okay, just squinting down my eyes and just trying to copy dark shapes. Okay. Let's see. Hello Bonnie. Hello Steve. Hello Dorota. Hello Rob. Hello Just Kishore. Hello. Yeah. Welcome everybody. Hello Stephen or Steve Vane. Hello Sabrina. Oh wow. From Sabrina, it looks like she's from France. Austria, Stephen from Austria. Hello Eric. This is pretty, I mean, a portrait is never simple, but let's say a profile is easier. Feel free to ask me any question. Okay. About anything. I'm here to solve your problems. Okay. Okay, that's kind of simple drawing. And I didn't mention today any measurement, but that's something that I keep doing all the time. Okay, from the eyebrows to the nose to the chin. If I don't see anything like off too much on the face, I keep this. Okay, I keep an eye always in these distances, even that a face is not gonna fit perfectly. This measurement, it helps a lot. It helps me a lot. Okay, it's a combination, using measurements and observation. Hello Nicolia. Hello Jackie Chan. Hello Nilu. Hello Jessica from Canada. Okay. let's see. I love to paint from black and white photograph because obviously I don't need to copy color. It means that I could be really free about just creating any harmony. And let's say that's gonna be at the same time kind of simple because I just have a face in the background. Uh, I could just choose to have a mute color for the face, or I could choose to add a lot of color, but that's something that I can just kind of grow over the process. For example, if I just mix white and raw umber, this color is a pretty nice for a base. It's a pretty kind of mute, grayish, greenish face, but I like it. And I have done this before, and usually it works pretty good. Okay, it's just like having like it's just like drawing. You just got just simple, just basically no color, you know. And then on top of this, you add more colors. Uh, Since it's wet on wet, I'm counting on mixing on top of the canvas, and I can just pick up any color I want, any harmony. Like what I mean is just making the face like more colorful, or keep this greenish color and just add some reddish colors on the face. Let me see on the screen how it looks on the screen. It looks nice. Hello, Sharif. Hello, Dajan. Okay. I'm not using too much paint. In this way, I can just put more colors on top. For example, I can just mix some orangey color. Let's mix white, orange, and glycerin crimson. Maybe we can put this color on top. Okay. This greenish color, this grayish greenish color the layer is pretty thin. It means that I can put any color on top. It's gonna be okay. If you start this layer pretty thick and you put on top of this reddish color, it's not gonna work. In that case, it's gonna be a mess. You're gonna get maybe some brownish color. Let's see. Hello, Lian. Hello, Sharon. Rob saying, what do you do with the picture once complete that you have the space to the right to mix the paints? Do you cut the canvas? No, I just keep it with that. I have a lot of, paintings, and from time to time I make a sale for my patrons, with a really really low price, for a really low price, and I think some of them, or most of them, just love to keep the palette here. For me it's pretty nice. Every time that I go over my paintings, see the palette, it just like, even that I have the same colors, kind of unable to read the story of the painting or a little bit of the process just by seeing the palette. Then I like it. I like that. if you want a yellow that is pretty mute, that you add a little bit, and like you just see a subtle change, Naples yellow, that's the one you're looking for. And if you want an orange, that is going to be pretty. If you're really tint power, cadmium orange, that's the one you want. Check out this. I pick up a little bit of cadmium orange, and look at that. Little bit of red for the ear. See. Hello, Steve. Do you sit while painting? Yeah, I sit. Also, how far back away from your painting are you? Okay, here's the camera. You'll see the camera. Here's my nose touching the camera. And just, like the length of my arm is just like, I don't know how much. What's gonna be? Maybe 20 inches? 24? Something like that. The Jansen, why do you prefer turpenoid instead of odorless turpentine? Oh, I don't use any medium. I mean, when I use linseed oil. But when I paint the background, when I paint faster, that's when I use, linseed oil. I don't use turpenoid. I used to use a combination, okay, between turpenoid and linseed oil, 50-50. And I think that worked pretty good for me. And I don't trust the odorless because I don't use it now, but I didn't trust never the odorless because I don't know. I just like I prefer just to know that the smell is gonna keep me away, and know like to go and just like say, hey, this is just no harmful at all because look at that, it doesn't smell anything, you know. I don't know. I just if it's because the fire, they say the fire doesn't smell like it's fire. It doesn't mean like it's not gonna burn you, something like that. Yeah. And yeah, that's my logic about that. When I have used it, when I used it. Nowadays, I don't use anything. I don't know why. I mean, it's not about what I got or when I paint. No, I mean, what I got when I paint is it's not about the materials, you know. If I gotta say that it's about materials, I would say it's about brushes. Yeah. But what you got, the final result, or is just about following rules that doesn't have to do. Those rules are just for everything that's about painting, drawing. It's about using watercolor, acrylic, pastel, oil paints. That's values, edges, drawing. Yeah. The color theory. Nothing of that has to do with if you use oil paints or anything. And I don't see like my paintings has improved because I'm using or not using any medium. It just, you know, if I have improved on my work, it's because I'm painting a lot. I paint like, I don't know, but usually I used to draw or paint daily. Yeah, not like the whole day, but let's say at least 4 hours. And just few days, just like the whole day. Yeah. Dayan is saying, if you don't have time to clean your brushes, can you leave them in turpenoid for how long? Yeah, what I do is, yeah, I mean the turpenoid for cleaning the brushes, that's okay. I just leave them like to the next day sometimes. Yeah, nothing happened. Yeah, usually nothing happened. Yeah. Like I shouldn't do that. Yeah, but that's what I do. Not all the time. Sometimes I finish up. I put them on this kind of bucket with tropenoid. That tropenoid is it's not the same grade or kind of tropenoid that you use for painting. It's the one that you buy on the hardware store. And what I do is, one second. What I do is just put the brushes then, and after an hour I just go and just clean it a little bit, and that's it to the next day. And sometimes I just forget to do that. I just leave the brushes to the next day. Usually nothing happened. It's just that's okay. But I mean, usually nothing happened. Usually. I don't know. Maybe that would be the reason why some of my brushes are just the hair is falling down. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Hello, G's. Hello, Rob. Hello, Paula. Hello. Oh, Steve is saying, does your mom still paint? No, no, she doesn't paint. Yeah, she kind of stopped doing anything about art like, let me see, like 10 years ago, maybe, or maybe more, 15 years ago. I don't know why, but you know, the other day I was talking to her and saying, "Hey, why do you paint just to relax?" And she was like, "That's not relaxing." Maybe because that was, I mean, her work. For me, it's different. Being here is kind of relaxing. I'm painting what I want. I'm choosing what to paint, and sometimes I even just do things like this, choosing even the colors. That means that I don't so worried about copying any color. I'm just trying to get the skin color that's gonna work. And that's enough for me. Yeah. And but when you do something like daily, 8 hours a day for 40 years, maybe you're gonna. It's not gonna be like something that you're gonna love to do the rest of your days, your free days. And I think that's why my mom she doesn't paint anymore. Yeah. To be honest, I don't know the reason, but I think that's the reason because I remember seeing my mom just painting daily, 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 every day, like portraits, and she never said like I don't want to paint commissions anymore. You just for her, it was just work, work. Yeah. little bit of yellow and orange. We got a greenish color. I'm gonna put it here anyway. Too greenish. Yeah. Sabrina saying, do you sometimes use glazes after painting grisaille? Sorry, okay. Yeah, definitely. Glazes is something that I would use definitely if I paint. Like if I use another painting, if I use a grisaille, yeah, that's something that I could do. You know what? I have a little bit of burnt sienna here from yesterday. That's the leftover. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna put it here. I painted this yesterday on a class. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I love painting a la prima, just one session, but using glazes, I think, is a must when you don't paint a la prima, obviously. You got the best from oil paints, from oil painting, when you paint with, and, in so many layers. The transparency of the oil paints is something that you gotta try that. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. You got the colors that you don't get colors with, the prima, the transparency, and all of that. I think the only material, let's say that you can do that in one session, that would be acrylics, because you can glaze with acrylics, but let's say that's kind of close, but it's not the same. Definitely not the same. Oil paints are a little bit different, and one of the difference is glazes, the possibility that you will have to add glazes. The other thing is this, add paint. You can add a lot of paint with oil paints. Let's see. The young saying, I have brushes from 31 years ago and they still look brand new. Oh wow, that's good, that's good. Hello, Bob. Okay. Yeah, I remember, I have shared studios with friends so many times. That's something pretty common here. When I ended up the School of Art, it was like you're on your own, and you need a space to work. And sometimes you don't have a space to work, like with proper ventilation, or just to keep a lot of paintings and the smell. It's not something that's gonna be pretty nice for a house. And one of my friends, she rented a house, a two-floor house, and I got an invitation to join then, you know. And I was saying that because I wanted to answer a question here. It was like, oh yeah, about like different people using brush and all of that. I remember one of my friends that he was pretty careful about finish up painting and cleaning the brushes, and then taking soap and wash the brushes. The thing is that as soon as he finished the painting session, you know, you see all the brushes just pretty clean, you know, next to his easel. It was like, wow, you know, that was pretty nice. I'd always thought, okay, I gotta do that because, uh, you know, you got sometimes some habits and bad habits. Because in my case, it was because of my mom. I gotta blame her because she painted them too much. I have never seen her cleaning the brushes. It was just like the next day for the same brushes. Maybe dip the brushes in a little bit of linseed oil and then continue painting. and and for me it was kind of like that, you know. Nowadays, let's say I'm more neat about that, about cleaning the brushes. Yeah. But anyway, if you see here my studio, you're gonna find maybe in one little table that I have in a couple rooms from here. There is in a little table with, you know, steps there, and I saw the other day like 20 brushes, all of them just hard rock, really hard, you know. I know at some point I did stop using them. I didn't clean them. Yeah. Nowadays, all the brushes I use, I try to clean them as soon as I, you know, finish up. At least putting them on Tropenoid. And but you know, just like we all are different about that. What I try to keep always, it was an order on my palette. Now I don't have too much order, but usually, if you see my videos, you're gonna see the lighter colors on top and darker colors at the bottom. Okay, lighter colors are closer to white, darker colors are closer to black. Okay, and I need blue. And when I teach, and even try to keep that order pretty tight. Okay, and I got a little bit of ultramarine blue here. Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Sabrina is asking me, do you have some courses on glasses? No, sorry, I don't have any. It's more like it's a la prima. Everything that I do, like for some years, is at la prima. Yeah. What I have, let's say it's not a course, but if you get into my Patreon account, you're gonna find a lot of videos, and we painted, you know, uh, like with an underpainting, and the next week we added glazes. We have like maybe 3 4 recorded sessions. I'm not saying that's a course like you know, it's more like a live, like here. No, but not just me. You know, I'm painting along with my patrons. You see the recorded session, you're gonna see their paintings too, how I critique their paintings, and all the process, you know. And I think it's useful. It's pretty useful. But I gotta say that on Patreon the lessons are more about like uh, going to a gym, because it's about practicing. We paint once a week. We draw once a week. We paint Saturdays, we paint Sundays, we draw Thursdays. Okay? And it's more about training, repetition, and training. And that makes this kind of a difference from having a course when you just go over the try to do steps, obviously, but I gotta say that's a little bit different. Every session it takes 5 hours usually. Of course, it could be like 20 hours. Yeah. Hello, Bob. Hello, Panos. Yeah. Hello, Evelyn. Hello, Sylvia. Okay. Hello, Dajan. Okay. Uh, oh, Panos is saying, I'm in bed with flu. Okay, Panos. You're not gonna like what I'm gonna say. I'm with the flu too, and I'm painting here. Well, just kidding, but that's the first day of the flu. You know, I feel the congestion here. Tomorrow, maybe I'm gonna, I'm gonna have some fever. They're gonna just, maybe I'm gonna be in bed tomorrow, but not today. Yeah. And you know, it's and yeah, just like that. I mean, maybe more than once we painted with glazes, with another painting with Gisai, and we painted with using a Verdacho once, or a couple of times. A Gisai maybe 3 times. That means that in total that would be like maybe 10 hours for each technique, for each painting, not technique, for each painting. Yeah. I don't know. It's not like I don't love painting another and doing another underpainting and then go with layers. I love it, but I don't know. It's just like I love just maybe more just to see the result right away. I don't want to wait more. It's like I don't have too much time. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Judicus. Hola. Steve saying, I know your mom was your inspired you, but who was your biggest influencer in your work? My biggest influencer. Okay. Well, that's a tough question. Now, I'm 53 years old. When I started uh, painting at that time, you know, I didn't have a computer. The cell phones didn't exist like today. Uh, Internet, I don't know if, but I didn't have, you know, internet access. Like, and the only thing that is what I got inspiration from, it was just the books, the few books that, you know, that we have in the house, and going to the museum. You know, it's a museum that's pretty close, and not on the house where I grew up right now, but I'm kind of close to to even to the museum. It's just walking. It's just 10 minutes, and it was kind of common at that time for me and my friends to go to the museum to look for inspiration. and we have some few really amazing painters. And I mean, it's kind of sadly because it's not that the painters are pretty good because they studied just here. The best ones were like a few of them that were that I consider the best. They studied in Europe at that time, you know. And the principal of the School of Art, the first principal, was a painter that he came from Europe, from studying in France, I think. I don't remember where, but I think it's so clear that his style is so classical. And here in my country, in Peru, we don't have the story about that. You know, we don't have that roots on art. We were more craftsmen. Yeah. And then my inspiration was just going to the museum, check out the paintings, spend like, you know, now that I'm thinking about my life, imagine a 20 years guy or 22, 24, just there in the museum like for 2 hours, like going to see a movie. I just to love I just love go there alone. Just I was just there 2 hours walking here and walking there, and there were always a security guard just being sure that I don't get too close to the paintings. Yeah, I remember I had a problem in New York in the Metropolitan Museum of New York for getting too close to the paintings, to the Rembrandt's paintings. I remember that time I didn't speak English that much, and I was just there trying to get really close to Rembrandt's paintings. Just for me, it was amazing to be in front of a real Rembrandt painting, and this guy was like, "Hey, what happened there? You can get that close to a painting." And for me, I was like, "What did he say?" I don't know. And I said, "Okay, man." And I just get closer again to the painting. And he was, "Hey, stop, man! What are you doing?" And I was saying, "Thank you, thank you, sir." uh, yeah. Okay, what makes you use green, peach, and pink on his face when the photo is black and white? Thank you. Okay, the Jan is asking me this. Oh, just to create some harmony and add more color to the face. And we got some reddish and greenish areas in the face. I'm gonna paint some reddish areas here. Reddish, we have reddish on the nose. This when I'm gonna explain. You're gonna see this. You're gonna watch this on all of the videos I got on YouTube here. And then the cheek, reddish too, pinky, you know. And then the eyelids. I'm exaggerating this, but I'm planning to put more paint on top. Okay, the chin, and obviously the ear. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then greenish color. Greenish color is usually here. We're gonna find some green on the nasal bone. It's not like the color is pretty intense, okay? It's pretty subtle. But you all go you check out paintings. You're gonna see the same pattern on every painting, and obviously here because of the beard, you know. And Once you know that, you can just exaggerate that if you want, or just keep it subtle. You know, it's up to you. Sometimes I keep it pretty subtle. Sometimes I got a lot of green on the face. I remember I painted once this. What was the name of this actor? Oh, I don't remember. Well, Jeff Einstein, it's unbelievable what possibilities exist today for the consumption, but also the publication of art. Yeah, nowadays it's just I got inspiration from everywhere, and I need that. Sometimes I just like everybody, you feel like, mm, I'm not gonna paint today, and all of a sudden I see somebody's painting, just like an amazing painting. I say, wow, I love it. I want to do something like that. Yeah. Or maybe it's not the same exactly time, but next day, next week, it kind of stays with me. Something that I have seen, some beautiful painting, some beautiful style, and it's not about me wanting to copy something. It's just, let's say, inspiration. Okay. I'm gonna blend a little bit. Look at that. You want me to blend this? Go lightly, lightly, lightly with a brush. With this brush that looks like a mop brush. This one. To just blend everything away, smooth out. If you want to smooth out, you know. I'm just doing this to show you. I wanted just to get some texture on this painting. Do you like it? Steve says Harrison Clown Ford. Yeah, too much red, too much green, I'm gonna knock it down. Eh, too much, too much. Okay, let's see. What else? We'll catch up with the video later, but looking good, good, my friend. Riz, love you, man. Oh, thank you, Rob. What's the name of this green? The name of this green is emerald green. I'm gonna show you the tube here. Emerald green, Winton. I got different brands here. No, I got two brands, just two brands. Yellow, cadmium orange, cadmium red, alizarin greens, and all of them are Rembrandt. Oh, the raw number two is Rembrandt. Or the black two is Rembrandt. This is Winton, Winton, and Winton. Okay. Yeah. And speaking about that, the inspiration, I got nowadays we got inspiration from so many videos. We got access to everything, and that's pretty good. Yeah. We all love that, yeah. This is pure black. little bit of alizarin crimson, and ultramarine blue. I think I got a skinny Harrison Ford. Okay. Adios, Rob. James saying it's like consuming a movie or something for me. People who are not into art won't understand this. Yeah. What's the size of the mop brush that you're using? I want to buy one. Oh, yeah. This is the same brush I use for drawing. It's from the same package. Okay, it is the same number here. This one I use for drawing, number 12, and it's been like I've been using this maybe for a year. Look at the stage. It's pretty nice, pretty good. And maybe I have used this one maybe a couple of months with oil paint, and look at this stage. Okay? Perfect for blending. Look at the difference. The brand is, it says something like Singer. It's just it's not the cheapest brushes I have, but it's not expensive one. You know, I don't know how to say about prices about the brushes, but I think you're gonna get maybe a package. I got this a package for maybe $10. Not that much. Hello, Sylvia. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's rate. Okay. Okay. Let's blend a little bit this. No, no, no. I need to, okay, I added too much lighter colors, too much light colors. I need to darken up some. It's just like I have some light midtones, and I need to darken up those midtones. This is raw umber. Okay, sometimes I press harder when I want to kind of move the paint and replace the paint, and sometimes I press lighter when I just want to lay down the paint and keep it there. Okay, just imagine that you're using a pencil. You press harder or lighter depending on what you want. It's the same with the brushes. Sometimes it's just like we want to not just blend one color, it's kind of replacing one color. And painting a darker color on top of a lighter color, if you just go lightly on top and you mix it, you're gonna get a muddy color. Kind of milky because the shadow is not gonna be too dark. And I'm trying to prevent that just by basically moving away the paint that was there and replacing that area with this darker color. Okay, I clean the brush every time that I blend, even that is not like a really soft blending. I want a little bit of texture there. You see how this darker brush stroke kind of fade away a little bit. Okay, it's not about just laying down the paint, it's how the colors got mixed on the canvas and how much pressure you put on the brushes. Here I press a bit harder. Okay, again here. I was speaking about a museum here. Uh, we got, I mean, there are more museums obviously, but the one that I usually go is I think it's the biggest one here. And next to that one, just crossing the street, there's a tiny museum, and it's beautiful, beautiful museum. It's an Italian museum, and they have amazing, paintings, amazing paintings. Hmm. I used to go there too because it just was crossing the street. Uh, this is today. I usually just kind of, or no, it's pretty close from here. But I don't go. I haven't gone to the museum like maybe in years. Yeah, I should go. I should take my camera, my cell phone, and go and show you all a little bit of museum and the painters. I'm pretty sure it's not allowed to. There's not allowed to do any filming. What size is the? Somebody asked me about that. Yeah, I already answered the question. Yeah. Mr. Judikas saying I was surprised by the introduction of shadows in that way and at that moment. Yeah. Oops. Oh my God. This. I was cleaning this beautiful brush. Look what happened. Yeah. You know, you shouldn't leave the brushes just on turpenoid overnight. Yeah. I love flat brushes. You got a different brush stroke, and you can take advantage of that just leaving them. You know, the marks. It's pretty nice. You got a nice style just by doing that. Yeah. I want to do a little bit of that. Hmm. What about cool light, just with more white, or a touch of yellow, or a touch of green, or all of them there? Let's read some questions. Yeah. Jeff ain't saying rip brush. Rest in peace. Yeah. should be careful about the brushes. Just what happens that I have a lot of them. I just, yeah, I mean, it's always when you know that you gotta change something, but you don't do it. You don't planning to do it. You don't care about doing it. Okay, I think I got the more mute color here. Yeah, it's not that, because first it was so reddish here. But let's see. I can just make the face just look more mute if I decide to add even more colorful background, a really colorful background. This is kind of orangey, but if I choose to make it pure orange, everything here is gonna look pale by comparison. Okay. I'm gonna zoom in. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. The same way I love sometimes just smooth out a lot the paint. I love it when I see it like that, really thick. Yeah. Okay, I got here. Steve is saying, "Peace be with you, Renzo, and thanks for your total edge." I don't know what's that. Total edge. Anyway, thank you. Anyway, hello, Jonas. The good thing when you add texture like this, just that you can add some colors there. Okay, like this green. You see the green there? I'm gonna zoom in. I just love to zoom in to see. Just try to keep it kind of subtle. If you want, a little bit of orange, a touch. Obviously you can knock down. Basically I'm mixing the color there. I want to see a little bit of that orange, but not too bright. But I can just mix it on the palette a little bit more after putting on the painting. A little bit of, I'm gonna clean my brush just with paper towel, a little bit of violet here, or purple. Okay. If they look too bright, too colorful, the only option is just go over that and just knocking down the color, put more paint on top. That's the flu, trying to knock down this hard working body. Eh, hmm. Oh, Leanne, thank you, Leanne. This is tutelage teaching. Oh, thank you so much. Mr. Judeka saying, how do you choose the type of brush stroke according to the portrait, your mood, or inspiration? Or usually like it more abrupt, but I fell in love with the soft results that you give. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, mm, difficult to know. Uh, that's difficult to answer. You know, but definitely it has to do with a part of that has to do with my mood. Yeah, yeah. Just like choosing maybe ice cream, choosing a flavor. What's gonna be coffee? What's gonna be chocolate? And yeah. And sometimes when I'm in the middle of the process, you know, I got some second thought, some regrets. Like, for example, I say, hey, you know what? I should smooth out this, eh, or I should put more texture on this one. Yeah. And yeah, you know, I think we all have that, you know, those thoughts because it's painting. You know, it's like a moving thing. You can move to be soft, smooth, with a lot of texture. Yeah. And the funny thing that we could do that, you know, is something that we can just change anytime we want. You know, I can pick up this mop, kind of mop brush. You go on top and smooth out the painting. Smooth it out a lot. Yeah. You want me to do it? Why do you want me to do it? You want me here the whole day? What I mean is, it takes time, you know, smooth out and then apply paint. The paint again. And that means that when you choose to do it in one way, you gotta just continue. Okay, I'm checking, squinting on my eyes, and I see this area is darker. If I compare the nose with this, it's darker. If I compare the cheek here with this area still is darker. First, I'm gonna add some light to the nose because I don't have these lights here. You know, I drew him. I drew him from this photograph too. 2 with pastel. No, no, I mean black and white with a black pastel. And I mean that's on Patreon, but that's a short video on my drawing channel. I don't get the lights. Okay, that's good. I don't like it. Let's see some comments. Poor Renzo, you speak like my husband. Hmm. Oh, Mr. Judica saying, will you soften the you know the texture on the cheeks, or do you leave it like that? Okay. No, I don't know yet. But I love the painting just right now the way it is. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep it like that. Right now, what I'm just thinking is about getting the volume, and for that, I'm paying attention to values. You know, midtones, light, and shadows. How dark are the shadows? One way I have to control the shadows, and I did it here, is paint some area pretty dark, like here. This is black. In that way, I have the darker value, the darker possible value on the painting, on any painting, you know, pure black. And the darker possible value on the face, that would be a highlight. In this case, I think the lightest light is on the cheek, the cheekbone. Yeah? It's not white to white. I'm mixing this here. Okay, that's the lightest value on the painting. And I gotta move between between the darker and the lightest value. And I gotta get all the midtones. And with obviously color variations. Okay. And I can put more paint. You know, you can put all the paint you want. But let me add more paint here. Maybe that's too much, but that's okay. I like it. Here too. I think I have saw somebody painting like this. I was watching. I don't remember the name of this guy. I was watching a painter that he uses like huge palette knives and a really thick paint. Like wow, it's amazing. I don't remember his name. He's pretty old. He used to go and paint like to the beach, to and he goes with his bicycle with all the paints, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. I don't remember his name. Oh, I got a question here. I haven't, Jonas Mark saying, I haven't added texture to my paintings like you yet. What advice would you give for the first time doing it? Should you add like little or begin with to begin with? Yeah, yeah. First I could tell you establish just the values on the painting. Okay, like where is the light, where is the shadow, and then when you got that, and you're pretty sure that that you know that you got control on the volume. That means that you got the lights, midtones, and shadows. Then you can just go over those areas again and add more paint. Because that's what I do. I can just go over here, as simple as this, here, and put more paint. But I'm sure that I'm not gonna change this. I'm sure that the values here is lighter, and that's what I have here. Yeah, and I just continue putting more and more. I mean, when you got a lot of paint, this feels pretty nice because it feels like you're working on what do you say, relief, I think, on something like kind of a sculpture. It feels pretty good. But if you don't have all the values yet, or not so sure, it could be a mess. Just be sure about the values. The way to fix it, that's gonna be about just pressing harder with the brush. In that way you remove the paint and replace the color. Okay? Here I don't want to remove anything or replace. I go lightly with my brush. Lightly. Okay? I don't want to change anything. When I want to change something and I know I got too much paint, I just press harder. Now, one thing, I could add more paint to the lights, okay? Less paint to the shadows. Okay? That's something that's kind of a rule. Even that it's not like we gotta respect all the rules about painting. But there's a rule about keeping the shadows transparent. Okay? And that happens when we don't add too much paint to the shadows, or if we have a lot of paint, we try to control saturation on the shadows. Okay. Once you got all the values in place, you can just put more and more color on top, more and more color. Okay. Normal Life is asking, where do you find your reference photos? Pinterest? Yes, I find mostly on Pinterest. Mr. Judicas, as Steven says, the feeling adds another dimension, make it more psychological. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Now, if I add a lot of paint to the background, I think that's another thing that I have seen so many times, a lot of paint on the background, a lot of paint on the portrait. I like it, but I think, that uh, uh, kind of share the attention on the painting, like the background, the brush strokes, and the attention on the face. Personally, I would love to just to keep the background just flat, not too much paint, obviously color, but not texture. But that's me, okay? Do you use thick paint in his face to simulate the beard? Sylvie's asking me that. Oh, no. I just like the texture. Yeah. That definitely helps to add a lot of paint to simulate some texture on the face, definitely. But that wasn't my intention for this portrait. I just like, okay, if I gotta just find an explanation, I would say, it's pretty simple. It's a profile. It's not like I'm not painting eyes. I don't spending like an hour on the eyes. And now what I'm gonna do, to kind of entertain myself about this, finding the beauty on the painting and texture. Yeah, I think texture is the answer. Now, I didn't think about that. I'm thinking about that now, trying to find an explanation to this. I think it works for me. I think it works for you, for your. Now, about the color on the background, I think orange works pretty good, but since it's already the canvas, yeah. But what about different color? You know that the color you choose from the background is gonna create contrast with the painting. If you choose light blue, it's gonna make the face more orangey. If you choose green, it's gonna make the face look more reddish. Just think about the simultaneous contrast. Okay. Now, which one is gonna be? Uh, hmm? Any suggestion about color? The ear is too reddish. I'm zooming in to see just the ear. I need to get closer here with a little bit of green to knocking down the red. A bit of orange and alizarin crimson. I don't have alizarin crimson. little bit of greenish color, light green. Okay, I'm not planning to keep the green here. I'm just planning to mix the color here and knock down the reddish color. Let's see some questions. Hello, Francesco. Okay. Let's see. It's nice to see how often you're squinting. Yeah. Stephen Richard Musgrave does great palette knife painting in Australia. Richard Musgrave. Maybe it's that one. Uh, yeah, it could be. Hello, Eva. I'm back again. This, if we say this is your best year ever. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, since I'm not painting eyes, I'm gonna spend some time on the ear. I do this kind of cleaning my brush. That's what I do on paper towel. ¿Qué?
La gatita.
Estoy ocupado.
No, la gata.
Sí, por acá estaba. like the ear. Mm. Hello, Eve. Oh, that's two Eve. Two Eve. Two Eves. Is that the same Eve? No, no. Oh, it's a different Eve. Okay. Don't forget to press the like button first, please. I said first, please. Okay, let's see.
Ya está, no pases.
Okay, I'm gonna move to the face. No, the background. What do you think about the background? What do you think is gonna be the best color? You know what? I love green. So I think the color, the harmony is already here, you know, between the orange and the skin. Yeah? Do you think it's okay if I keep it? Or I should just add a new color? I'm checking my painting here on a little screen. You know, on the OBS program that I use to do the streaming, I see, you know, the painting like this, tiny. It's just like stepping back a lot. Just pick up paint on the tip of the brush. Okay, what about the background? Nobody said anything. I would love to hear some opinions, to listen, to read some opinions, some ideas. Hello, Manuel. Tea or blue? Wow. Orange is good. Yeah. Jesus saying it's getting better than the photograph. It will make your light shine and lower the intensity of the tones you already have on your skin. The teal blue. Okay. Yeah. The only problem I don't have teal blue, like the tube, like to get some real teal blue. Okay, let me see if I can mix it. You know, but I don't know why I don't like what you all like. Sorry, but anyway, let's look for maybe uh, maybe Taylor blue and white. I'm gonna get closer to teal blue. I got this Taylor blue from PBO. Okay, I joined the teal blue team. Orange makes me look pale. Okay. Eric is saying light gray background to show the light on the face. Oh, that's a good option too. Light gray. Yeah, yeah. You know, gray, it always works with any color. When you have a doubt about the background, gray is a good option. You know, it's kind of a resting area, and that's gonna, all the colors in the face, that's gonna glow a bit more if the painting is kind of grayish. Nothing can compete with gray, and in terms of gray, is gonna make all the other colors glow a bit more. Yeah. Slick Oils is saying, I paint a la prima to have paintings on my channel. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sharif is saying, put it cool gray or purples or violet that contrast with the emerald fancy. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try this something closer to teal blue. I'm gonna use a little bit of linseed oil to spread it, because just to paint it faster, and since my canvas is orangey, I'm gonna be able to see if, you know, what do you think? I'm thinking maybe bright here and opaque here. A little bit of shadow there. Okay, let's get closer to work on the edge of the face. Let's see. Too much blue, very strong need a cool gray. I like the blue maybe too light, bit darker. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see. The nose. I think I got the profile, yeah? Right, let's think about edges. No, the forehead. Oh no, here where we see the eyebrow. Here definitely there's gonna be a soft edge. Okay? Now on the nose. Sharp edge here. Yep. Soft edge here. Soft. And a little bit sharp here. I'm going to soften the edge here. Okay, now let's see. Okay, what about that? Soft edge here. Okay, about the color, you know, it's not teal here, but I like it. I'm gonna use more linseed oil to spread this black. Okay. Yeah, I like it, I like it. I think this shoulder a little bit up. What about the orange here? I'm gonna just make it more transparent, just to see a little bit of this orange. Mr. Judicas have left the group tier blue. XG Pen saying, hola, hola, Fred, gray green. Gray green is a good option too. Jonas is saying, are you doing an Easter theme painting this year of Jesus? And doing one of when Mary is holding Jesus. Yeah. Oh no, maybe it could be. Well, it could be. Do you like the texture? Do you want me to paint one more with the same texture? Because it's been like a little bit of time since I painted that really smooth one. Very lightly, look at the movement. Okay. Now, uh, one reason for the movement of my brush, I'm trying to follow the form of the face. Okay. In some areas, it's kind of just dabbing the brush, going in different directions. Another area, I'm trying just to get the form, especially on a bigger area like here. Yeah, like doing this. That touch of yellow, I think. Oh.
¿Mío?
Hmm?
¿Mío?
See? Okay. The coffee can stop the flu. Cannot stop the flu anymore. Okay. Oh, Eric is saying, Renzo, if I buy the painting, I'll overpaint the blue with light warm gray. Oh, by the way, I wanna just start selling paintings again. If somebody wants to buy this painting, it's gonna be for like, any suggestion? Any suggestion? Like, what about $160? That's a good price, yeah? Considering that's a smaller painting. Or no, or maybe I'm too cheap. Let me know if you think I'm cheap. Okay. uh, okay. Mhm. Oh, what? Just please pay another rain. So you're fighting flu. I'm fighting pneumonia. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, so sorry, Eric. I hope you get better. Yeah. Okay. Sorry to hear that. By the way, the painting you bought me is on its way to England. And thank you so much. Remember, yeah, the eagle, that acrylic painting. After reading that Eric is fighting pneumonia, I'm feeling better now. Flu is nothing. I shouldn't complain about my flu. Hmm. Hmm. I'm doing this just to follow the form. Okay. Okay, let's see. I think he said, oh, how much? Oh, I said 100. I don't remember. I think 260. No, no, I said 160. Yeah. Yeah. It seemed cheap to me, since Mr. Judicas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 180. Okay. What are the dimensions of the painting in centimeters? In centimeters, I think is 25 by 25. In inches is 9 by 9 inches. I say 260 is better. No, I mean, you know, uh, anyway. Okay, let's say 180. Okay? Yeah. after the live stream, it goes up to what, 400. What about that? Oh yeah. Yeah, an auction. That's yeah. I would love to do that. I'm gonna do that. You know, I have seen at least a couple of painters doing that, and with what it looks on succeed, and I don't know, so many ideas, and at the end I don't do anything. Maybe one day of each month I can do an auction. Yeah. That day I can just have like 4 or 5 paintings, and I gotta look for a place, you know, or maybe a website or something to do that. What about the nose? Oh, I wanna work on the nose. I think it needs to look more rounded, more solid. Okay, I got. Does anyone give more? Don't serve yourself short. Eh. Hmm. Okay, yeah, that's yeah, pretty funny. Yeah. Oh, how do I get you to paint a little portrait of my sweetie? Oh yeah, you send me a message. Yeah, and I can paint it here on YouTube. If it's the same size as this one, you want something like the same size like this one? Yeah, I can paint it here on YouTube. On the description box there is a link to my website where you see prices of different sizes. I think that looks better. Mm, kind of. I think it's kind of. It's too pointy here. Better? Yeah. I love this brush. Look at this brush. It's kind of the same version of this one. Look at the hair. It's a tiny one, but it's the same. It doesn't matter how hard I try, I cannot get a really nice, perfect brush stroke. And that's what I want, to keep some of the texture. I think I'm almost done. Almost done. Okay, the hair. I think I can put more work on the hair. Okay. Mr. Judicas, I really liked the last portrait of the channel in Spanish. What was the last one? Okay, what was the last one? I think I have it here. Okay, wait. G painting, yes, I love that. That will do. I love that will do. Okay, yeah. I fell in love with her when I was 9. I'm 82 now. Okay. Freddy, your paint application technique is really useful. Many things you have great touch. Yeah. I'm almost done. Don't forget to press the like button. of green. Okay, let's see. I got texture on the face, the hair here. I want to keep this soft. Soft, maybe a sharp edge. Just here, a sharp edge. Just there. Okay. Okay. Almost done. I think that's okay for today. Yeah? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. We got Harrison Ford on the comments. Hello, Harrison. Say, hey, Renzo, this is Harrison. Long time ago, I looked so blonde. Okay, I think I'm done. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, that's it for today. Okay. Oh, Eric saying, where is Renzo website details? Oh, those in the description box. My website is renzoart.com. Just the same name as my channel. Same name. I'm gonna zoom in to show you all the texture again. Okay, I like it. Look at that, looks like a sculpture, yeah? That's too close. I didn't add too much texture on the ear, I wanted to keep it just like that, not too much paint. To keep some softness there, but keep here the texture. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. See you all next week. Okay. Take care, everybody. Glad you're here. And yeah, I gotta take a nap. Fast nap. You know, we have a class. We have a drawing session, drawing class tonight. Okay, bye everybody. Bye. Thank you, Mr. Judicas. Thank you, Nikki, Nicolia. Thank you, Gis, Sylvia, Monique, Eric, Ed G, Penn. Thank you all. Thank you, Eve. Okay. Okay. Let's check out the painting for the last time. Yeah, I think I'm done. Huh? Yeah, that's it. Bye, everybody.